Oil prices have risen more than 10% this year, closing above $104 a barrel today. But those rising prices are pinching refiners. Now the big names are looking for new ways to make money and producing more of what the world wants, a lot more. And it's working. Jackie DeAngelis looks at how the U.S. became the world's refiner.
Just 2 years ago, the United States reached a milestone. The country began exporting more petroleum products than it imported. Now, the U.S. leads the world, and the pace is astonishing. It's estimated that U.S. oil exports have doubled in the last 5 years. Driving the export boom? Shipments of diesel overseas to feed growth in emerging markets. U.S. refineries shipping diesel and other distillates like jet fuel to places like Mexico City and Santiago, Chile.
Part of it is the environmental side of things, the emission standard side of things, but a lot of it's also to do with the fact that diesel and gas oil is more versatile than gasoline. So not only is it used in transport, it's also used in industry, it's also used in power generation even.
And increasing diesel production and exports coming at a time when gas demand is faltering.
Gasoline demand is, in our view, in a structural long-term secular decline. One has been a few years of high prices. Another one, of course, has been still the hangover from the economic recession. But there are two other big factors. One is fuel efficiency. The CAFE standards are really having a real effect and have been extended forward by the president. And the other big one is actually demographic change.
Diesel demand currently growing at twice the rate of gas. And that trend is proving to be profitable. Gulf Coast refiner Valero saying it makes twice as much on a barrel of diesel as it does on gas. That's why Gulf Coast refiners are doing everything they can to shift production and capture the difference.
Companies like Shell, Marathon Petroleum, and Valero racing to raise diesel capacity. Valero, the world's largest independent refiner, is making significant investments in diesel production, looking to produce as much diesel as gas by the end of 2015.
And Gulf Coast refiners are benefiting from this trend more than their East Coast counterparts. That's because domestic shipping costs are prohibiting the East Coast refiners from tapping into U.S. oil supplies. And those refiners have to rely more on international oil, which makes them less competitive. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Jackie DeAngelis.